पीछे इसका वायरल नहीं था, इसका नहीं वायरल नहीं। मेरे बारे में आपने
Yes, Pathankot, you will be given 5 to 7 minutes to respond and ask a maximum of 2 questions.
हम आपकी बात से सहमत हैं, परंतु हम अपना मत भी आपसे साझा करना चाहेंगे।
अति को भी अति लगती है, अति ही अति का करती है। अक्सर युवा पीढ़ी रास्ता भटक जाती है जब वो किसी अनजान पथ पर चलने की भूल करती है। आज हर शहर, हर मोहल्ले, हर नुक्कड़, हर जगह पर छोटे बड़े जिम के दर्शन हो ही जाते हैं और इन व्यायामशालाओं के बाहर युवाओं की भीड़ जुटी रहती है। जिम की यह सनक या भूत युवाओं युवती को सरों पे इस कदर चढ़ चुका है कि वो भूल चुके हैं कि इसके आगे के भावी दुष्परिणाम क्या है। आज की युवा पीढ़ी यह भूल रही है कि जो लाभ हमें योग, प्रातःकालीन सैर और ध्यान पद्धतियां प्राप्त करवा सकती है, वह सारे लाभ हमें जिम के चक्कर काटने से हम वो प्राप्त नहीं कर सकते। यह तो 4 दिन की चांदनी है, इसके बाद फिर अंधेरी रात है। जो शांति, जो सुख, जो स्वास्थ्य हमें ये सारी चीजें, हमें आध्यात्मिक चीजें हमें ये प्राप्त करवा सकती है, वो सारी चीजें जिम हमें प्राप्त नहीं करवा सकती। हम ये भूल गए हैं कि इस नई फैशन की दुनिया में जिम एक नवीनतम प्रविष्टि है और इसके कारण लोगों की जाने जा रही है।
Whenever an actor is considered exceptionally attractive, does he have sharp, narrow, and chiseled features? How often is that person an embodiment of rippling muscles and peak physical strength, reminiscent of Greek gods? This image of 8-pack abs, bulging muscles, and 0% body fat is what is considered the ideal of physical health for the general public. From Amir Khan, who lost 28% body fat for his movie Janglot in just 4 months, to Shah Rukh Khan, who developed a 6-pack abs in a very short period of time for Om Shanti Om. Actors will often promote extremely chiseled bodies to the youth and often promote unrealistic workout schedules and diets. Steroids may make you strong and lean, but it's not the way to be the best you have ever been. Muscles may grow and confidence may increase, but don't forget the dangers the steroids imply. Yes, there has been an increasing obsession with aesthetics, but gyms has never been a problem, nor the desire to develop muscles. The problem is that we have always valued aesthetics over moderation. The problem arises when the people overlook the practical and fixate on the ideal. It is when moderation and health are forsaken for vanity that gymmers put their health at risk. जिम जाओगे तो तंदुरुस्त हो जाओगे, वरना खुद की बेडोल काया देख जीवन भर पछताओगे। दोस्तों की ऐसी टिप्पणियां थी जिनकी की सही कसर पूरी कर देती है यह सामाजिक मीडिया। हमारे देश की दिशाहीन और भटकती हुई युवा पीढ़ी को अपनी पुस्तकों और अपने ग्रंथों से अधिक विश्वास है इस सामाजिक मीडिया पर। सामाजिक मीडिया में दिखाई जाने वाली हर चीज सत्य, तथ्य और आदर्शों पर आधारित नहीं होती है। आज जिसे देखो वो सामाजिक मीडिया में अपने जीवन की तुलना कर रहा है। उत्तम शरीर, उत्तम छवि, उत्तम पोशाक और परिपूर्ण जीवन की कामना कर रहा है। ये गलत है क्योंकि पूर्णता जैसी तो कोई चीज होती ही नहीं। फिर भूली नहीं, फिर भी रोज सुबह सुबह जिम जाता हूँ, चर्बी कम करने के चक्कर में हाय क्या क्या समझ जाता हूँ, क्या क्या समझ जाता हूँ। Youngsters are being manipulated into feeling less so that they can depend on these apps and these programs. And they, on the other hand, line their pockets with more and more money. So it isn't surprising that social media has led to the obsession with physical fitness to the extent that people are going to the extreme, using harmful tactics to achieve their ideals. Young boys with their adolescent bodies are already vulnerable to embarrassment and self-consciousness. And this self-consciousness is exploited by the social media and the businesses on social media, who ethically or unethically target their insecurities and use a perfect physique as a rule. The mirror may lie, but the body will tell the truth of the damage that steroids can sell. The heart may be strong, but the liver will weak, and the damage to your health may be far too deep. So, Team A, our first question to you is: since the last 100 years, human lifestyle has changed tremendously. Majority of people have a sedentary work style with minimum physical labor. Even if they have some, it will have reduced to a minimum in the modern with the help of modern technology like escalators, dishwashers, and washing machines, etc. Today, people, instead of washing their own dishes, use the dish cleaner. Instead of cooking their own food, they eat processed food, which contains carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. They have lots of money, but no leisure. In such situations, gym seems to be the only option left. What are your views on this?
हमारा हमारा दूसरा प्रश्न है, हमारा भारत सदा से ही योग पद्धतियों को देता आया है। हमारा भारत आज सबको प्रेरित करता है। इन पद्धतियों से प्रभावित होकर अन्य देश भी योग को अपना रहे हैं। तो फिर क्यों हम अपनी युवा पीढ़ी को भारतीय संस्कृति व योग साधना से नहीं जोड़ पा रहे, और क्यों हम उन्हें पश्चिमी देशों के प्रभाव से नहीं बचा पा रहे?
Our first question was: since the last 100 years, human lifestyle has changed tremendously. Majority of people have sedentary work style with minimum physical labor. And even if there is some, it has been reduced to a minimum with the help of modern technology like escalators, dishwashers, and washing machines, etc. So the people, instead of washing their own dishes, use a dish cleaner. Instead of cooking their own food, they eat processed food which contains carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. They have loads of money but no leisure. In such a situation, gym seems to be the only option. So what are your views on this?
हमारा दूसरा प्रश्न है, हमारा भारत सदा से ही योग पद्धतियों को बढ़ावा देता आ रहा है और सबको प्रेरित करता है। इन पद्धतियों से प्रभावित होकर अन्य देश भी योग को अपना रहे हैं। तो फिर हमारे ही देश की युवा पीढ़ी भारतीय संस्कृति व योग साधना से क्यों नहीं जोड़ पा रहे, और क्यों हम उन्हें पश्चिमी देशों के प्रभाव से नहीं बचा पा रहे?
ABS Janglot, you have 2 to 3 minutes to answer.
और लाइव करो शेयर
ATS Janglot, you have 5 to 7 minutes to answer the question. Answer can be given by one or all participants. No cross questioning is allowed.
Thank you for your question. I would like to begin with the first question. A heavy lifestyle is not that hard. Just do some exercise and get a treat for yourself. You can't be healthy by waking up late, and you can't be healthy by gaining weight. And don't judge anyone by their body shape and not by the kind of food they eat. Because they may be more healthy from you inside and they can't even be your health guide. Yes, I absolutely agree with the statement you guys made. With such a hectic schedule, us people as working people, they have no time at all to work out. They can't even get at least 5 3 minutes for themselves. They don't even have the time to do the basic chores, the basic household chores around their houses. And we all know us humans like to take the easy way out, and technology has made it pretty simple for us. With all the dishwashers, all the humans, we can't even use our own manual work to do such things. And because of this, all of this technology has made it easy for us to not do any manual work at all. Nita, would you like to continue?
Yes. People use unethical, immoral, as well as illegal ways like steroids just to look like bodybuilders. What I fail to understand is that they do all this in order to gain a victory. But how do they convince their own moral conscience that they actually deserve that victory that they gained by using unfair means? Those steroids might look like good options in the short term, but when you look at it for the long term, its consequences can make your judgment cold, they are destructive. It can lead to many bad things such as heart problems, restlessness, anxiety, and even depression, which later leads to suicide.
स्वास्थ्य धन है हमें इसकी कदर तब तक नहीं होगी जब तक हम इसे खो नहीं देते इसलिए हमें योग करना चाहिए क्योंकि योग एक संगीत की तरह है शरीर का लय है मन की मधुरता है और आत्मा का सद्भाव है आओ मिलकर हम जीवन के इस सुर को पिरोते हैं आदरणीय महोदय आओ मिलकर हम जीवन को इस सुर में पिरोते हैं
As it is generally said that cheaters never win and losers always cheat.
Okay, now I would like to add to my friends that we know that they don't have the proper time to have a basic and full routine. They can't sit and do stretching and yoga and everything. And as being said, that they do have time for gym and workout. But what they should do is that they should incorporate gymming with a bit of stretching. And the gymming, it should be done at a limit. For example, you can just start with some normal yoga poses of the stretching and do a bit of gymming. But as I said, gymming, it should be done at a limit. And the capacity of each person, it depends upon their own body, their own mental capacity, and their own mindset. And because sometimes what happens is get too much stress to get a physical body and to get a chiseled body. But in such a case, we forget about our own health, and in such a mad rush to build an aggressive body, we forget about our health, our family, and our lifestyle as well. And Jen has a said should get a limit and should get a capacity. And another thing I would like to say is that we humans make a lot of petty excuses because anyone can take at least 10 minutes out to get a workout. Thank you. And now to the second question, Inter would like to read.
Yes. It is saddening to know that the youth of today has forgotten the benefits of the ancient, age-old practices like yoga, meditation, walking exercises, etc. Built physiques, chiseled figures, and zero figures. As mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, yoga is the journey of the self to the self through the self.
गोरा ही सुंदर है की परिभाषा मानता है। यदि ऐसा नहीं होगा तो फेयर एंड लवली जैसे उत्पाद इस धड़ल्ले से बिखरी क्यों रहेंगे। तमाम अभिनेताओं ने पैसों के लिए अपना ईमान बेच दिया है और धड़ल्ले से इनका प्रचार कर रहे हैं, जो नैतिकता में उनकी भारी असफलता को दर्शाता है। तमाम लोग जो इन भगवान का दर्जा दे चुके हैं, इनसे प्रभावित होकर ऐसी मानसिकता को और आगे बढ़ा।
The gymming exercises, they help to maintain our bodily fitness, but yogic exercises, they help to maintain a balance between our psychological, our mental, as well as our emotional health.
Yoga has been our society since time ages, but now we are moving towards westernization while the West is moving towards westernization. And about yoga, we believe exists times beginning, we haven't practiced yoga, but us Indians, we rarely think when we have already lost them. Take the example of our Bollywood actors. They got influenced by the Hollywood attraction, they try to imitate them, and that is why we are leaving yoga behind and moving to the westernization, which I think is not good at all. Thank you.
Honorable judges, I would request you to ask one question each to the teacher.
Evening. My question is, how social media leads to body dissatisfaction? And the second part is it better to be strong or rested?
Sorry, sir, can you please repeat the second part?
Second part is it better to be strong or rested?
Thank you, sir, for your question. Social media has a huge impact on today's youth, especially our youngsters and our teenagers. We all know the basic limit for the social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat is 13 years old. And all these 13 years old, they see influencers on social media building their body, having chiseled features and neat features. And what do they want? They want to be like those influencers they ever see on the platform. But unfortunately, they are just kids and they do not even have the proper knowledge about exercise, gyming, or anything else. They just see people and want to imitate them. And because of the improper knowledge, it leads to their health being disrupted as well. And for example, our societal pressures, it makes us people to gain huge senses bodies, and that is why various influences on the social media, they imitate people. And first of all, these social media influencers they don't even have the proper credential and knowledge themselves to educate the people, such as the children, the audience, and do not even care about that. These are what I like to
Yes, social media has set up very high standards of beauty. The people there, their pictures are not even candid. They are posted after using filters. Yet, the young generation who watch these things, they think that they are candid, they are natural, and the people there are looking very much beautiful, they are looking very pretty, and they become attracted to it. And they think that this is what actual beauty is, and this is what can help them to attract other people too. Therefore, they start following these ways, these things, and they start using materialistic things, products, and every other thing possible in order to reach those high standards set up by the social media. What we we need to teach our children is this is not the case, and for this, parents also need to be aware, and they need to keep a check on what their children are watching and what their children are using. And they need to tell them that beauty does not lie in using those artificial, those materialistic things. It is what you actually are. It is what your mind is. It is what your heart is. It is what you are from inside. That what your facial features are does not show your true beauty. It shows your heart, shows your true beauty. Risha, would you like to continue?
Yes, thank you. And social media should have some guidelines in order to restrict these accounts, and also some content should be hidden from people, especially who are below the age of 18 and they don't have the proper knowledge. And lastly, I would like to say that these social media influencers should also have a verified account so that they can spread such type of information. And to the second part, sir, being an independent 18 ourselves, we will do that, and it is being deeply connected with our roots as well. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Lee, the second question for you. Why is it that a good physique is the most important criteria for becoming popular on the screen? Can't it be a magnanimous personality, looks, dialogue delivery, mannerism, which can bring real fame to a person?
Thank you, sir, for your question. As you said, body physique, it should not depend upon this. I totally agree with this. Even though your familiarity and just being famous, it should depend upon the way you deliver your dialogue, the way you look and all. But unfortunately, we know our society, and the deep-rooted belief in our society is you have a good body, you will be on the screen and you will be famous. Such as we saw the role of Shah Rukh Khan in Pathankot, for example. We have to build such a chiseled body in just a couple of months. Our society feels that if you have a good body, you will be popular for sure. And this is a very wrong mindset because gaining popularity by chiseled body and attracting people with your killer look, it was just simply getting killed, as we have seen in history as well. And it should depend upon skills, but unfortunately, it really doesn't. But yes, we should spread awareness, and as a society, we watch movies. And so, if we are making the people who have just having chiseled body but no dialogue delivery at all, and no skills, it's our fault somewhere as well. In terms of expression.
Yes. Here, the fault of the society we agree, but the even bigger fault is of the celebrities, the so-called influential personalities of the society. They show what is not real. They show what is fake. They use makeup, they use artificial things. And this is what people see and this is what people do. However, a person should be judged by what talent he has and not by the way he looks. But what our society does, no one is judged on base of their talent. When you look at someone, I mean when people generally look at someone, they just say that he is beautiful. And I'm sure he has a lot of talent just by looking at the other person's face. How can you judge someone just by looking at the other person's face? It might be possible that he might not have as much talent as someone else might have, who might not look so beautiful.
Society who have well-fitted body and physique, they are considered as the epitome of beauty, and this needs to be changed. Therefore, our mindset should change and efforts should be made to change this thing is back, and this we can do only together. Thank you, sir.
I would like to elaborate what Risha just said. Society has a huge tendency of judging a book by its cover. By showing off their body, people feel like it would show their dedication towards their goal. Many actors, as I said, a well-chosen physique and that is considered the epitome of beauty in our society. And this is what the goal. This is where the goal lies. Thank you, sir.
APS Janglot. Is it possible that we are in fact on a fact finding, instead of being on a fact finding mission, we are on a witch hunt? And instead of looking at the ills that we are bearing in ourselves, we are looking at the ills that others are portraying for us. For example, you referred, both of the things referred the influencers that are on social media. So, is it at all possible that it is in fact us who are lacking, and it is us who are indulging in body shaping our peers, and that is the result that is showing up, that everybody is running to the gyms and quick things like steroids to build their physique and to portray themselves in the light that the influencers show us, the perfect example of the bodies is supposed to be. If you'd like, I can make the question shorter. Are we in fact on a witch hunt, trying to find who is wrong on social media, or is it in fact us who have become trend oriented rather than result oriented?
Thank you, sir, for your question. I would like to begin by saying yes, I completely agree with your statement. It's our fault too. And we have such a deeply rooted ill in our minds that makes us do these things. Some of us are so backward that we, rather than looking at ourselves, we like to body shame others. And it's imperative for us to recognize that society does not only play a singular role in this, but it is a collaboration between the individuals and the society as a whole that makes us do such ill things. And it is not only because of society or because of what's here by influencers or on social media, but us as human beings, we are also responsible for our own actions and own choices. And yes, it is our insecurity as well which makes us do these things. Instead of making ourselves better and removing our insecurities, we like to portray our insecurities and reflect it on others. Ida, would you like to continue?
Yes. Even though we agree that social media and celebrities are at fault, but in the end, it is us, we ourselves, who are most at fault here. We are trying to follow, we are trying to reach the standards that are set by the social media, by the society. We are trying to we're losing our real identity while trying to become someone we are not at all. We are trying to follow other people, we are trying to correct faults that other people are seeing in ourselves. We are not actually finding faults in ourselves. We are trying to do things, we're trying to make things correct that other people say are wrong in us. And this is not the right thing to do. What we need is a bit of self-confidence and trust that we are better than other people think. That it is not them, it is us. And we need to have faith, we need to have confidence in our own selves. We should not be influenced to such an extent by the society to use steroids, these illegal materials which can affect our health and can badly affect our health. The consequences of using steroids, they are very, very bad. They can lead to many mental as well as emotional health conditions such as depression, and depression can lead to suicide. And this, we try to follow the standards set by the society, and then we face problems like depression, like insecurities, which later can also result in attempts to suicide. But what we do not think of is our own family, the people who love us. Krishna, would you like to elaborate?
Yes, thank you. And yes, body shaming is indeed a concerning aspect in our society. People are shamed on the basis of how they look, their body shape, etc. And as my friend highlighted, that all of these things that can lead to depression. And all of this, it pulls us to gyms, and we all know that gyms, they're located in every nook and corner, but don't even have the proper credentials. And if we cannot achieve the goals, the high goals that we very dedicated trainers, they have set for us, it pulls us into depression. But lastly, I would like to say that our body is important, and we need to give it a nice treatment, and we should not wish to live in the skin of others and be happy with your own body. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, respected judges. Now I would like to hand over the mic to the anchoring team. Now, Army Public School Pathankot will be the presenter and will present case study number 2. I request the moderator of Army Public School Pathankot to start the competition. Respected principals, esteemed judges, participants, teachers in charge, and dear students, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to the second part of the competition, Ethics Bowl Competition 2023. This is the final competition. I'll be the moderator for this round. APS Pathankot, you are the presenting team now, and your case studies as follows. Similarly, for 23-year-old daughter of Israel Morsi was returning home after I coached coaching classes in a local lawn where we started teaching her. She called up her father, Mr. Anmol Singh, and ASI Punjab. When her father arrived and consulted the group, and he did ask him for it, and the reason pulled out his pistol and began firing at both father and daughter. Both received bullet injuries, and the father collapsed. Even as the squad struggled to shift her father into a vehicle, to take him to hospital, Singh and his gang returned to the rifle and shot Anmol Singh again in full public view. His squad said to media, the reason kept kicking and hitting us in full public glare. I cried and pleaded for him, but everyone ran away. Even when the ambulance came, I had to lift my father into it, as no one came to help me. A socialist remarks, our government has not yet set up a system to encourage civilians to fight against criminal acts. Why should someone risk injury or their life to save another if one's life or the livelihood is in danger? Government needs to enact a new scheme named after AWWA to reward any citizen with rupees 10 lakh, a government job, and a free GST plan if he prevents a crime in public place. Now the question is, do you believe announcing big financial rewards to pedestrians who stand up against the criminal will change the situation? And does or can courage have a price tag? Explain. You will be given 10 to 12 minutes to present your commentary and answer the questions. Please note that exceeding time limit will lead to deduction of marks. A society with moral values in mind shouldn't need a financial reward to find the right thing to do when crime is in play. We must rely on compassion to light the way. Let me completely condemn these sickening scenes. Scenes of robbery, scenes of murder, scenes of vandalism, and even scenes of daylight robbery. This is criminality and it has to be confronted. Yes, it is indeed an act of courage to stand for those innocent people who are being brutally murdered or hit or harassed at full public view. No doubt, such type of cases should be confronted by the public, but not at the cost of their own precious life. In Simranjeet's case, her father lost his life because no one intervened. Why? Wasn't there a single person in the crowd who was moved to see the plight of the father and daughter? To answer this, let me take you to the Mumbai Eve teasing case, where two young men, Keenan Santos and Ruben Farangas, were attacked and brutally killed after they defended women from harassment. And all this happened outside a restaurant in Mumbai. They had to pay for their act of bravery. But I salute Keenan's father, who said, I am proud of my son, and urged more men to stand against the injustice of public harassment of women or anyone in trouble. This incident shows the upbringing and good values inculcated in Keenan that encouraged him, gave him the courage to stand against the injustice and not a 3 BHK flat, rupees 10 lakh in cash, or a government job. Running such schemes of rewarding will attract people or might lead to vigilante mobs of unemployed youth looking here and there, running around here and there looking for crimes to happen, or even orchestrating a crime themselves in order to get the reward or the prize. If we need to pay people to do the right thing, we have lost sight of what is actually important. Announcing financial rewards for reporting a crime sends a message that we do not trust people to do what is right. In the given case of Simranjeet Kaur, the goons were armed with guns and rifles, and I'm sure no unarmed civilian would dare to fight with them, as it would be an open invitation to death. What will they do with the money if they don't survive themselves? But yes, it may lead to a situation in which any man may jump up and fight, but in this situation, his family can get rupees 10 lakh or 3 BHK flat. This clearly shows that courage should not have a price tag. In these cases, the people will not be guided by the spirit of courage to save the lives of others. It will be guided by the greed which will compel them to intervene in the matter. Courage can never be measured in materialistic terms. This reflects our values, our upbringing, and our personality. Instead of giving rewards, the government should spend this money on recruiting more policemen, installing CCTV cameras, and increasing the number of police patrol cars. Giving stringent punishment to culprits should be done so that it can give a message to other criminals not to kill innocent people. So, a step and action taken by the police can send a message that such acts will not be accepted by the society. It is indeed true that one cannot intervene in a situation which is life-threatening, because a dead man can certainly not help. But helping them in getting justice and reporting the matter to police is also a very important responsibility. Indeed, there are certain situations in which public can help, the most common being the domestic violence against women. When the cries are heard from the neighborhood house, one can intervene and stop it. Generally, people ignore it, thinking that it is none of their business or a private matter, but when the cries are heard in the entire neighborhood, it does not remain a private matter at all. Confronting the perpetrators will definitely reduce, if not stop, such crimes from happening. नैतिकता और संस्कृति को भुला रहा है मानव दूर अपनी सफलता पर अठास लगा रहा है अनैतिकता का दामन। भारत वो देश है जो सदा अपने अध्यात्मवाद, आदर्शवाद, ममता, करुणा व दया जैसे नैतिक मूल्यों के लिए जाना जाता था। संवेदना व सहानुभूति की प्रतिमूर्ति था, जहाँ के लोगों के लिए मानवता ही सर्वोपरि धर्म था। वह देश आज अपराध और नैतिकता का पर्याय बन चुका है, समाज का चोला बदल चुका है। नैतिक मूल्य तो जैसे व्यवहारिक जीवन से नदारद ही हो गए। लोग बढ़ रहा है जितना, नैतिकता का स्तर गिर रहा है उतना। हम अपने नैतिक मूल्य और कर्तव्यों को भूलकर मानवता की जगह दानवता का परचम लहरा रहे हैं। चोरी, डकैती, हत्या, महिलाओं के खिलाफ व्यभिचार, महोदया, ये सूची समाप्त होने का नाम ही नहीं लेती। हर इंसान आज खौफ के साए में जीता है। न जाने कब वो किस अपराध का शिकार हो जाएगा। हर नारी अपने घर से निकलने से पहले 100 बार, 1000 बार, बार सोचती है कि न जाने कब कौन सा अपराध मुंह खोलकर उसे निकलने के लिए तैयार बैठा होगा। यदि समाज में इतनी सी भी नैतिकता की चिंगारी होती ना मान्यवर, तो जनतंत्र में गणतंत्र ना होता। एक आम इंसान अर्जियां जेबों में भरकर कानून के फौलादी तलवार से अपनी कमजोर मुट्ठियों से भी खटखटाता। वैर वैमनस्य की ज्वाला ना जल रही होती, कोने में दुख की बैठी मानवता ना रो रही होती, मानवता ना रो रही होती। आजकल कई लोग अनैतिकता और अराजकता देखकर वे इस पीढ़ी में नहीं पढ़ना चाहते। लोग अपने अधिकारों के प्रति तो स्टिक है, सशक्त है, परंतु वे अपने कर्तव्यों को भी भूल जाते हैं। लोग इस बात से डरते हैं कि वो प्रत्यक्ष हो रहे किसी अपराध को रोकने की पहल करेंगे तो कहीं वो खुद ही हिंसा का शिकार न बन जाए। लोग इस बात से भी डरते हैं कि अगर वो किसी वारदात के साक्षी बनते हैं तो कहीं पुलिस उन्हें इस कानूनी जंजीरे में फंसा ना ले और किसी इस दांव पेच में उलझा ना ले। मान्यवर, न जाने क्यों आज सब फना हो रहा है, न जाने क्यों आज सब फना हो रहा है। इंसान क्यों इतना बेजुबान हो रहा है, आज खून खून न रहकर पानी हो रहा है। इंसान क्यों इतना बेजुबान हो रहा है, इंसान क्यों इतना बेजुबान हो रहा है।
आज बचपन से ही बच्चों को नैतिकता की पाठ पढ़ाने की जरूरत महसूस हो रही है, लेकिन आप ही बताइए माधव कि क्या आज हमारा सामाजिक, पारिवारिक और राजनीतिक वातावरण ऐसा है कि एक अबोध बालक नैतिकता व मानवता सीख सके। जब तक परिवार, समाज और देश की सोच नहीं बदलती, तब तक ये सभी मूल्य सिर्फ किताबों के पन्नों में ही सिमटे रहेंगे। हमें लड़ना नहीं है किसी प्रतीक के लिए, किसी नाम के लिए, किसी इनाम के लिए। हमें लड़नी है एक छोटी सी लड़ाई, मामूली इंसान के लिए। हमें लड़ना है जनतंत्र में उगे वनतंत्र के खिलाफ, और इस लड़ाई के लिए हमें अवलंब चाहिए समस्त जनगण का। आम नागरिकों के साथ ही पुलिस कर्मियों को भी लोगों के सामने ऐसे उदाहरण पेश करने होंगे जिनसे उनके अंदर का डर खत्म हो और वो भी एक जिम्मेदार नागरिक होने के नाते अपने कर्तव्यों का पालन कर सके। अगर लोग संगठित होकर ऐसी घटनाओं का विरोध करेंगे और मुसीबत के समय एक दूसरों की मदद करेंगे, तो अपराधी भी अपराधों को खुलेआम करने से पहले 1000 बार सोचेगा। परिवर्तन का ध्वज लिए समय चलता है, जो आज सूखा है कल फलता है। माना कि अगर हम लोगों को पुरस्कार देंगे, पुरस्कृत करेंगे, तो वह उनकी एक साहस को बढ़ाएगा। लेकिन पुरस्कार देना अच्छी बात है, लेकिन उस पुरस्कार में अगर लालच की थोड़ी सी भी झलक दिख जाए तो उसका कोई महत्व नहीं रहता। वो पुरस्कार बिल्कुल ही विफल होकर रह जाता है। कहते हैं ना कि अगर इंसान की नैतिकता खत्म होने लगे ना साहब, तो फिर वो इंसान से पहले वो समाज मर जाता है। इसीलिए मानवता का पावन परचम अब फिर से लहराना होगा। सकल विश्व में नैतिकता का पाठ अब फिर से पढ़ाना होगा। मानव में मानवता का अमर ज्ञान अब फिर से जगाना होगा। हिंसा, डर और क्रूरता दूर करके नैतिकता का शंख अब फिर से बजाना होगा। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Team ATS, Pathankot. Now, ATS Janglot, you are the responding team. You will be conferring for 250 minutes, and after that, you will be given 5 to 7 minutes to respond and ask a maximum of 2 questions.
याद है जब मैं रो रहा था, बिलख रहा था और मदद के लिए आवाज लगा रहा था, परंतु किसी ने भी मेरी तरफ मदद का हाथ नहीं बढ़ाया। सब वहां से ऐसे निकल गए कि जैसे कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है। सब वहां तमाशा देखते रहे, चलचित्र बनाते रहे और आपस में बातें करते रहे, परंतु किसी ने भी अस्पताल या पुलिस को बुलाना उचित नहीं समझा। मुझे वहां ही मरने के लिए छोड़ दिया, मुझे वहां ही मरने के लिए छोड़ दिया। जी हाँ आदरणीय महोदय, यही है कटु सच्चाई आज के समाज की, जहाँ इंसानियत मानो खत्म नहीं हो गई है। क्या विडंबना रही होगी उस मनजीत कौर की, जिसकी आंखों के सामने उसके पिता को मार दिया गया। आदरणीय महोदय, मेरा आपसे और इस पूरे समाज से यह सवाल है कि क्या 21वीं सदी में पहुंचने के बाद भी खुलेआम में पुलिस अफसर को मार देना और ना जाने कितने लोगों का इस तरह की जान को खो देना वर्तमान काल की शोभा देता है? मेरे मन में वो भी है विचार आ रहा है आदरणीय महोदय, यदि हमारे देश के रखवाले ही सुरक्षित नहीं है तो आम आदमी का क्या आश्रय होगा।
मान्यवर, मैं पुलित्जर पुरस्कार से सम्मानित केविन कार्टर की कहानी सुनाना चाहूंगा। वह तस्वीर जिससे उन्हें ये सफलता मिली एक बहुत ही प्रभावशाली संदेश देती है। एक बच्चा भूखमरी से मरने की कगार पर है और एक गिद्ध पीछे उसके मरने का इंतजार कर रहा है। मान्यवर, उस तस्वीर में भले ही एक गिद्ध दिखाई दे रहा हो, परंतु उस तस्वीर के पीछे एक और गिद्ध भी था जो कार्टर उस समय देख नहीं पाए। उस तस्वीर के आगे गिद्ध उस बच्चे के मां के सुहाने सपने देख रहा है और तस्वीर के पीछे वह गिद्ध उस तस्वीर को खींचने के बाद मिलने वाली अपार सफलता के सुहाने सपने देख रहा है। जी हाँ महोदय, वह गिद्ध और कोई नहीं, स्वयं कार्टर ही थे। उस बच्चे को मरने देने के दुख के कारण कार्टर ने पुरस्कार मिलने की केवल एक सप्ताह, जी हाँ केवल एक सप्ताह बाद ही आत्महत्या कर डाली। महोदय, जो लोग ऐसी परिस्थितियों में केवल मूक दर्शक बन के रहते हैं, वह ऐसे कायर की तरह ही है। मनुष्य के साहस से बड़ा कोई लक्ष्य नहीं है, मनुष्य के साहस से बड़ा कोई लक्ष्य नहीं है, और हारा वही है जो लड़ा नहीं है, और हारा वही है जो लड़ा नहीं है।
Compassion is not the relationship between a healer and a healer. It is a relationship between two equals. Only when we know our own darkness well can we be presented with the darkness of the others. Honorable judges, compassion and generosity cannot be initiated in people by bribing them with money and materialistic things. It is what comes from inside a person. And this hardening case of Sunranjit's cause is not the only one. We see such acts taking place in every other street around us. And in such an unsafe environment, a girl says she hated her life, she hated her surroundings, she hated these men. How could they do that? How could they disapprove? They ruined her life, they broke her dreams, her simple ways of life.
Every day we talk or hear the word humanity, but what humanity really is and where is humanity when someone is dying in front of our eyes and we stand there silent, not even flinching? We raise our voices on television and during elections, but where are our voices when we need to speak up? I see zombies but no humans with humanity. Honorable judges, today I would like to ask you all, we talk about ethics and morality, but where are our ethics? Where a person is being killed. I've lost faith in humanity because us humans, we are a tragedy, and the people with the big bucks, they keep them under 100 locks. We are here under 100 locks. Bloodshed is a routine job, and humanity is no longer an emotion for us human beings. We just scared, are we behind someone else?
क्षमा चाहती हूँ आदरणीय महोदय, परंतु बीमार मैं नहीं हूँ, बीमार हमारी व्यवस्था है।
Honorable judges, I as a girl feel the safest when I am with my parents. But what about Sunranjit Kaur? She too was a girl and she was with her father when the whole incident took place. She was teased publicly and the father was brutally killed. He was murdered in front of her eyes. And the whole society, they were all standing, watching like mute spectators. Is this good are blended in our society. The evil might be more, but we cannot say that the good is not there. It cannot be denied that the good is not there, as we are all well aware of this mountain law. Now, Team B, my first question for you is, as it is well mentioned in the case study, sociologists said our government has not set up any system to encourage citizens against the criminal acts. This highlights one of the major flaws of implementation of law and order in our country. What steps should be taken by our government to improve this flaw of implementation of law and order?
दूसरा प्रश्न 21वीं सदी में पहुंचने और शिक्षित होने के बाद भी आज भी हमारे देश में गरीबी, गुंडागर्दी आदि हमारे समाज में पाई जाती है। और सबसे बुरा तो तब लगता है जब जानकारी होते हुए भी गुंडागर्दी का शिकार होने के लिए आवाज लगा रहा हो और कोई भी उनकी मदद न कर रहा हो। हमारे देश के निवासी एक दूसरे के लिए खड़े नहीं होते। इस समस्या को मद्देनजर रखते हुए जागरूकता के अलावा ऐसा क्या किया जाना चाहिए जिससे नाकामी को सुधारा जाए और यह स्थिति किस विशेष सुविधा की ओर संकेत करती है?
Team A, could you please repeat the question since it's a very long one?
Okay. So the first question is, as it is well mentioned in the case study, sociologists said our government has not set up any system to encourage citizens against the criminal acts. This highlights one of the major flaws of implementation of law and order in our country. What steps should be taken by our government to improve this flaw of implementation of law and order?
दूसरा प्रश्न 21वीं सदी में पहुंचने और शिक्षित होने के बाद भी आज भी हमारे देश में गरीबी, गुंडागर्दी आदि हमारे देश में पाई जाती है। और सबसे बुरा तो तब लगता है जब जानकारी होते हुए भी कि कोई गुंडागर्दी का शिकार है, कोई उसके लिए आवाज लगा रहा हो तो लोग उसकी मदद करने के लिए नहीं आते। हमारे देश के निवासी एक दूसरे के लिए खड़े नहीं होते। इस समस्या को मद्देनजर रखते हुए जागरूकता के अलावा ऐसा क्या किया जाना चाहिए जिससे नाकामी को सुधारा जाए और यह स्थिति किस सुविधा की ओर इशारा करती है?
Okay, Team B, you have 2 to 3 minutes to confer, and after that you have 5 to 7 minutes to respond to the questions put up by Team A.
में सबसे आगे निकालते हैं। रिजल्ट सीख देते हैं रिजल्ट सीख जल्दी जल्दी
Teammate, thank you for your question. Before giving an answer, I would like to say a few lines which will very aptly express our opinions. Rewarding crimes with cash, a tempting offer to stop bad guys. But is it worth the cost? The ethical right to buy justice with cash is to pay for everyone. The incentive to do good, or is just a greed on the rise? Monetary reward for snitches and spies. Is justice for sale, or does it truly suffice to pay for good deeds, a moral compromise? So the point over here is, it is not necessary that the government should give monetary things like a 3 BHK flat, cash prize, or a government job. They can give the people who are saving these crimes recognition with the help of media coverage, social media platforms. This will inspire other people and not feel greed in them. It will inspire people to help the victims go on the crime scene and help them instead of just being greedy for cash or some jobs or rewards. Instead of giving the prizes, the government should focus on recruiting more policemen, installing CCTV cameras, and increasing the number of police patrol cars. Punishing the culprits should be done so stringently so that it gives a message to other criminals not to do such acts to common people. So, a swift and vigilant action taken by the government and police can make a difference in maintaining the law and order of the country. The government should make a separate department specializing in these cases, conducting investigations and giving justice. The government should encourage the media also.
और आपके दूसरे प्रश्न का उत्तर है, आपने पूछा कि जागरूकता के अलावा और हम क्या कर सकते हैं। सबसे पहली बात, यह सारे हमले और यह सारे जितने भी अपराधी यह सारे किसने करते हैं। पहला कारण है हमारे देश में भ्रष्टाचार। मैं ज्यादा दूर नहीं जाऊंगा, अभी की बात ले लीजिए। अतीक अहमद, जिसको आज हम सभी ने अभी देखा, वह कितनी दुर्भाग्य की बात है कि उस जैसा अपराधी, उस जैसा घिनौना कार्य करने वाला इंसान हमारे लोकतंत्र के मंदिर में गया था। 5 बार वो चुनाव जीत चुका था। इससे यह साबित होता है कि यह हमारे देश की जितनी भी यह राजनीति, हमारे देश के खुद के लोग ही भ्रष्ट हो रखे हैं। इन लोगों को शक्ति कहां से आती है? इन लोगों को शक्ति आती है मंत्रियों कर्मियों से। इसीलिए अगर हमारे देश को और हमारे लोगों को इस चीज से बचना होगा तो सबसे पहले कार्य जो सरकार और हमें खुद करना है वो भ्रष्टाचारी को हटाना होगा। जब तक ये भ्रष्टाचारी हमारे भारतीय समाज में रहेंगे तब तक हमारे भारतीय समाज की जड़ें सड़ती रहेंगी। और ऐसा भी कभी नहीं हो पाएगा कि अगर आपने कुछ गलत होते हुए देखा तो आप बोल नहीं पाएंगे, क्योंकि हमने देखा है कि एक दो कौड़ी का मामूली सा एक चोर और चक्का बड़े बड़े पदों पर बैठे पुलिस कर्मियों को धमकी देता है किस नाम से कहते कि मैं उनको जानता हूँ, मेरे कोई बहुत ही जानने वाले मंत्री हैं, चाचा विधायक हैं, ये सब कहकर। तो ये सब चीजें जब तक हमारे देश से भ्रष्टाचार नहीं हटेगा, जागरूकता के अलावा दूसरा बड़ा काम है भ्रष्ट लोगों को हमारी इस जो न्याय प्रणाली और इस लोकतंत्र से हटाना। दूसरा बड़ा काम, माफ कीजिएगा, दूसरा बड़ा काम है हमने देखा है कि आजकल के जमाने पे सबसे ज्यादा प्रभाव युवा और सब लोग का पड़ता है सामाजिक मीडिया से, फिल्मों से। हमने देखा कि जब 1990 के दशक में बॉर्डर नाम की मूवी आई थी, तो पूरे देश में एक देशभक्ति की लहर से उठ गई थी। यह ये समझाती है कि ये जितनी भी फिल्में और ये सामाजिक मीडिया हम पे कितना बड़ा असर डालती है। इसीलिए अगर लोगों को इस बारे में जागरूक और हमारे देश की जब चीजें हटानी होंगी, तो सबसे बड़ी चीज है हमें अपनी फिल्मों और सामाजिक मीडिया का भी इसमें उपयोग करना होगा, ताकि वो लोगों में यह जागरूकता और एक भावना फैलाए कि बुरे को देख के आपको सिर्फ चुप नहीं होना। भगवत गीता में भी तो ये कहा गया है कि अन्याय करने वाला सबसे बड़ा अपराधी नहीं होता, सबसे बड़ा अपराधी वो होता है जो अन्याय देख कर भी चुप रहे। आज हमारा समाज बड़ी दिन पर दिन अन्याय करता जा रहा है। इसीलिए मेरा मानना ये है कि अगर जागरूकता के अलावा हमारे समाज से यह धारणा हटानी हो कि अन्याय को देख के चुप रहना है, तो इसके लिए दो बड़े कारण, उसके लिए दो बड़ी चीजें करनी होगी। पहला, भ्रष्टाचारी लोग जो इस हमारी प्रणाली, इस न्याय प्रणाली में बैठे हुए हैं, उनको हटाना होगा। और दूसरा, ये जितनी भी सामाजिक फिल्में, सामाजिक मीडिया, इनका सहारा लेके हमें देश में जागरूकता फैलानी है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Team B. Now the judges round of questions will begin. I would request honorable judges to ask one question each to the team. Thank you.
My question is, what role do you play in the fight against crime in India?
आज नहीं तो कल माहौल बदलना होगा, अपराधों का सर कुचलना होगा, दस्तावेज बदलना होगा। उठती है आवाज जब अपराधों के खिलाफ, उठती है आवाज जब अपराधों के खिलाफ, तब बदलता है युग, ये समझना होगा। अब तो संभलना होगा, अब तो संभलना होगा। Thank you, sir, for your question. So, if a crime is happening in front of our eyes, the first thing we should keep in mind is our safety. Our safety is the utmost priority, because in order to help someone, in order to save someone, we also seek to be safe, because a dead person cannot help anyone. So, it depends that if intervening the crime scene is safe, we can stop the crime verbally or by physical force if required. But if it is not, but at the same time, we should be cautious enough. We should maintain a safe distance, because again, our safety is the most important thing. But if the criminals are well equipped, they are with the rifles and all, and intervening is not safe in that situation, there we need to find alternatives. Like we can call the emergency services, we can contact the nearest police station, we can get all the details about the crime scene. So the thing is, we should keep in mind that self-preservation is the most important thing. health. The most common being the domestic violence. It is the most prevalent crime that is prevailing in India at the present moment. When you hear cries from the neighborhood, you can go and intervene and stop it. Sometimes people ignore it, thinking that it is just a private matter or it's none of their business. But when the cries are heard in the entire neighborhood, it does not remain a private matter at all. Ensuring safety should be of the humanity. We should not be indifferent to others' life. We should not be indifferent to others' life. We should care about them all. We should care about them all. So let's not be the passive observers in the face of crime. Let's be proactive and ready to chime. To end the darkness and bring back the light. For it's the duty of the people to fight the good fight.
मान्यवर, मैं एक और चीज इसमें जोड़ना चाहूंगा। आपने पूछा कि हम अपने स्तर पे क्या कर सकते हैं। जैसा कि हम जानते हैं, सबसे पहली चीज होगी कि हमें देखना कि उस समय की परिस्थिति क्या है। क्योंकि हम छोटे हैं तो हम अब जाके सीधा उनके साथ बातें या वो नहीं कर सकते। पहली चीज हमें क्या करनी होगी कि हमें किसी बड़े की सहायता लेनी होगी। दूसरी बात, अगर जागरूकता फैलाने की बात आई, हम जानते हैं हम बहुत सारे माध्यमों से ऐसी जागरूकता फैला सकते हैं अपने स्तर पर। जैसे हम पत्रिकाएं लिख सकते हैं, हम अखबारों में इश्तिहारें दे सकते हैं, हम अपने सामाजिक मीडिया का उपयोग कर सकते हैं इस कार्य में, जिससे हम अपने स्तर पे ये सब कार्य करके अपने समाज और अपने देश के लिए कुछ कर सकते हैं। तो मेरे हिसाब से अगर मैं उस जगह पे होता खासकर, तो मैं या तो पत्रिकाएं लिखता या ये सामाजिक मीडिया की सहायता से इसकी सहायता लेकर पत्रिकाएं लिखता, सहायता कर इस जागरूकता फैलाने की कोशिश करता मेरे स्तर पे। धन्यवाद।
I think my second question. These days it is noted that arms licenses are readily available, because of which the anti-social elements are taking law at large. What is your take on this?
आज संस्कार किस तरह बिखर से रहे हैं, युवा किस तरह बिगड़ से रहे हैं। जब देखते हैं संवेदनाएं संवेदनहीनता में बदलती हुई, दुख होता है देखकर संस्कारों की अर्थी निकल रही, संस्कारों की अर्थी निकल रही।
मान्यवर, इसमें सबसे बड़ी चीज है भ्रष्टाचार। जिन लोगों को यह हथियार ले जाने और हथियार रखने की छूट है, उनके लिए तो सही है, पर जो सरकारों ने जो नियम बनाए हैं, जो अधिनियम लागू किए हैं, अधिनियम बनाए हैं, जिसके कारण हमें पहले अपनी अपने आसपास की अपनी सारी चीजें देनी होगी, वो उसकी प्राथमिकता पाने के लिए। लेकिन कुछ भ्रष्ट कर्मचारियों की वजह से यह सारे हथियार जिनको नहीं मिलने चाहिए उनको भी मिल रहे हैं। अगर अभी की हम बात लें, किसी अतीक अहमद के हत्याकांड में 3 अपराधी जो पकड़े गए हैं, उनके पास 5 लाख से लेकर 10 लाख तक की बंदूकें पाई गई है, जबकि वह एक ऐसे परिवार से आते हैं जिस परिवार के पास एक दो समय की रोटी खाने के पैसे भी नहीं है। तो सवाल यही उठता है कि ऐसे हथियार उनके पास आते कहां हैं। सबसे पहली चीज भ्रष्ट कर्मचारी और भ्रष्ट लोगों की वजह से। दूसरी बड़ी चीज, भारत में तो नियम है, हर चीज के प्रति नियम है, लेकिन भारत में नियम होना और उसे लागू करना दो अलग बातें हैं। भारत में यह नियम है कि जिन लोगों को मिलनी चाहिए उन्हीं को मिलेगी, लेकिन भारत में उसका सही स्तर पर लागू नहीं होता। कितनी बार हमने देखा है कि पुलिस कर्मचारी भी लोगों के पास यह सारी बंदूकें पाकर भी उसे छोड़ देते हैं।
So there are laws, but there are loopholes in laws as well. So another thing which government should do is before giving the license, the government should check the background of that person to whom they are giving those weapons, rifles, and all, so that they can prevent the corruption. That's all from our side. Thank you.
Oftentimes, it is seen that the simpletons, the uneducated people, they will step in the line of fire, they will step in risk for others, compared to the more educated, more well-off people. So my question to you is our education system turning us weak and feeble?
पोथी पढ़ी पढ़ी जग हुआ, पंडित भया ना कोई, ढाई आखर प्रेम के पढ़े सो पंडित होए। मान्यवर, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी, शिक्षा क्या है? शिक्षा केवल sin cos tan थीटा और 2 दूनी 4 नहीं। शिक्षा तो जागरूकता का नाम है, शिक्षा तो सद्व्यवहार का नाम है। लेकिन आज हमारी रटंत शिक्षा प्रणाली की देन है कि शिक्षा केवल एक डिग्री की मोहताज हो गई है। हमें अपनी शिक्षा प्रणाली को बदलना होगा और आज ही बदलना होगा, क्योंकि अगर हमने अंधकार रूपी निद्रा से अपनी शिक्षा प्रणाली को नहीं निकाला तो ये समाज जिसकी नींव ही शिक्षा पर टिकी हुई है, वह समाज त्राहिमाम करने लगेगा। मान्यवर,
हमारी शिक्षा प्रणाली में रटंत विद्या है, पर हमारी शिक्षा प्रणाली में आज नैतिक मूल्य नहीं सिखाए जा रहे। नैतिक लोगों के साथ कैसे नैतिकता से पेश आना, हमारे अंदर नैतिकता की मूल भावनाओं को नहीं जगाया जा रहा। और यही कारण है, जैसा कि आपने बताया, कि जो कम पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं वह अपनी जान जोखिम में डालकर दूसरों के लिए और काम करते हैं, लेकिन जो पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं वो वही कार्य करने से पहले 10 बार सोचेंगे। या इसलिए क्योंकि जो कम पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं उनके अंदर नैतिक मूल्य तो बचपन से कष्ट और कठिनाइयों के बादलों के नीचे पल रहे हैं। उनके अंदर ये नैतिक मूल्य है कि अगर यही चीज हमारे साथ घट रही हो तो हमें कैसा लगेगा। इसीलिए वह दूसरों की मदद के लिए अपनी जान भी जोखिम में डाल देते हैं। धन्यवाद।
अंत में हम अपनी वाणी को यही विराम देते हुए सिर्फ यह कहना चाहेंगे, समर शेष नहीं पाप का भागी केवल व्याध, समर शेष नहीं पाप का भागी केवल व्याध। जो तटस्थ है समय लिखेगा उनके भी अपराध, समय लिखेगा उनके भी अपराध। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, respected judges. Both the teams have given their best performance and they deserve a big round of applause. Now, request the participants to please While our judges are compiling the results, I request our judge to present the poem for which she got first position in senior categories during ACC Universal International Hindi Poetry Destination Contest held between 8 countries on Republic Day of India 2021.
सुप्रभात। आज मैं आज्ञाकारी आप सभी के समक्ष एक स्वरचित कविता लेकर प्रस्तुत हूँ, जिसका शीर्षक है एकीकृत भारत। मेरी कविता कुछ इस प्रकार है। चंद्रशेखर आजाद और अशफाक उल्लाह खान को साथ में पलते देखा, बढ़ते देखा, चंद्रशेखर आजाद और अशफाक उल्लाह खान को साथ में पलते देखा, बढ़ते देखा। सैनिकों को बिन भेदभाव कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर लड़ते देखा। कुंभ मेला और स्वर्ण मंदिर में, कुंभ मेला और स्वर्ण मंदिर में, अजमेर शरीफ और जगन्नाथपुरी में लाखों को बिन रंग धर्म जाने की श्रद्धा से भरते देखा। दिन रात चांद सूरज नदियां हवाएं चिड़िया और फिजाएं सबको ही समरूपता से बढ़ते देखा। मैं उस श्रेष्ठ भारत की वासी हूँ, मैं उस श्रेष्ठ भारत की वासी हूँ। द्रवित हो जाती थी वह दृश्य देखकर, द्रवित हो जाती थी वह दृश्य देखकर, जब उस महामारी में लोग एक दूसरे के साथ खड़े थे बिन जाति पूछे ही, दे रहे थे अपना कंधा बिन धर्म जाने ही। फूले नहीं समाती जब देखती हूँ रामलीला मंचन में कुछ सिख और मुस्लिम भाई भी। जी हाँ, फूले नहीं समाती जब देखती हूँ रामलीला मंचन में कुछ सिख और मुस्लिम भाई भी। मैं उस श्रेष्ठ भारत की वासी हूँ, मैं उस श्रेष्ठ भारत की वासी हूँ। विविध त्योहारों और संस्कृतियों को जब देखती हूँ एक ही माला में पिरोते हुए, अलग अलग राग से एक ही गान बजते हुए, राष्ट्रीय ध्वज को उठते देख अपनी शान उठते हुए, मैं उस श्रेष्ठ भारत की वासी हूँ, मैं उस ज्येष्ठ भारत की वासी हूँ, मैं उस एक भारत की वासी हूँ, मैं उस एक भारत की वासी हूँ। जय हिंद, जय भारत। धन्यवाद। Now I request Priya to recite her self-composed poem.
A very good morning to each and every one of you present here today. I'm Priya Singh, and today I'm going to recite a poem that is written by me and showcases my passion and my dream to join the Indian Army. I see myself standing there in front of my mirror, looking back at how far I've come as a young major wearing my uniform just like my mom. Oh, what I wouldn't do for this country, the one where birds fly and crickets trill, seeming so high. My hands, you see, they seem rough and tough. To say they haven't seen blood and tears would be a mere bluff. For once I see the population in control and the corrupt leaders no longer there. The signs advance and peaceful relationships they share. I see this country, the most proud one here, for people like me would die for it smiling ear to ear. Thank you. Now, I would like to call upon our Honorable Judge, Mr. Ravindra Kumar Sharma, retired District Education Officer, to share his valuable thoughts with us.
Respected Chairperson Madam, Principal of the school, teachers, and dear students. Last 3 days, we have discussed many topics related to ethics and moral values. So, I would like to add something. We know we cannot succeed if we don't have moral values in our life, and if you are planning to be a man or woman of character, you have to make your values very strong. People who succeed in their life have very strong character, and strong character cannot be achieved without moral values. As there is no light without sun, there is no character without ethical values. The people who are role model in our life got success as they work hard with their mind, soul, and body. They remained hard workers, and hard work was remained their hallmark. And their mantra was practice, practice, and practice. So, our nation, this world, our society needs some real men and women who work for the society and keep the world in order. One thing I would like to add regarding this competition, I am happy and satisfied with the presentation of all the teams and congratulate to their guide teachers. They have done a wonderful job under the guidance of their able principal, and I wish you all must be one of them who has done wonderful job in their life. I wish you all the best and pray for your better future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your precious thoughts with us. Now I request our respected judge, Mr. Ajay Verma, to say a few words of enlightenment.
Hello everyone, respected chairperson ma'am, very principal ma'am, all the teachers, guides who come here with the students, all the participating teams, and all other people involved in arranging this wonderful event. So for my compliments to both these girls, Ria and Dia, for presenting, Ria and Ajay, for presenting wonderful poems. And very nicely they presented them, and spontaneously without using paper, in fact, because they were their own creations. That day I had already spoken at large, so but still, that day I forgot to congratulate the host school for their wonderful hospitality. Children, this platform and such an event, just an extended kind of a debate. Debate is just you speak either in favor of the motion or against it. But this is an extended form because in fact the time duration is also quite a bit as compared to the debate. So all the teams, they have really worked very hard, and in fact the presentation, it is a result of continuous efforts on the part of the students as well as their guide teachers, as a result of which they've been able to perform so nicely. From my side, I'll assign first win to all the 7 teams, in fact. Because, as I said yesterday, it's very easy to sit over there and judge, just taking a pen and pencil in hand and, observing and just marking the loopholes or the good things. It's very easy, but it's very, very difficult to perform. And all of you performed very nicely, and we wish to see such programs more in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for inviting us with your valuable thoughts. Now, I request the Honorable Judge, Mr. AWWA students, to say a few words of enlightenment.
First of all, I would like to congratulate all the participants. As rightly pointed out by sir, वहाँ पे बैठ के वो पेंसिल चलाना बहुत आसान है. तो वो मेरे हिसाब से लोग कहते हैं it's very difficult to be a judge. Believe me, it's not. It's the world's easiest job. The world's most difficult job is to perform. Is to perform for those judges. And I believe I would be the most appropriate position to say that being a lawyer. Because we have to present the judges every time. And the fate of the people lies in the hands of the performances we put before the judges. So, with that, I would like to say many, many congratulations to all the participants. You have done wonders, believe me. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है जो हम डिसाइड कर सकते हैं आपके लिए. Don't believe in the numbers that we put on those sheets. You are all winners. You've done a marvelous job. And believe me, it is just a margin of, it's a hairline margin. So I will not go on the extent of saying that one of them, the team is a winner and the other one is a loser. No, you're both winners. So, with that, I would like to congratulate the whole setup, the team, the mentors, the teachers, because the work of a quarter is reflected within the course. I would say I am so elated to see these kids perform so nicely and in such a wonderful manner. अरे हमसे नहीं हो पाया हमें लगता है कि हमारे से नहीं हो पा रहा. अभी भी शायद अगर हम आपकी जगह होते तो नहीं कर पा रहे. Wonderful job, and I congratulate the teachers for doing such an exceptional job. Thank you so much for having me here. It was a pleasure watching you guys perform, and I wish you the very best in your future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your valuable thoughts. We assure you that we leave no stone unturned.
Excellence is doing ordinary things in an extraordinary manner. So, to appreciate the extraordinary skills of our participants, let us felicitate them and move on to the prize distribution. I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Mrs. Neetu Arora, Chairperson, Family Welfare Organization 21 Sabadia, to kindly come on stage and do the honors. I would also request the Honorable Judges to please come on stage for doing the honors.
Now is the time to felicitate the teams who have made their way to the finals. The runner-up trophy goes to the teams who have made their way to the finals. The runner-up trophy goes to Army Public School Janglot. I request the participants the trophy and the medal. Please give them a big round of applause before we move forward.
एक्स्ट्रा 15 मिनट बैठ गए.
We express our sincere gratitude to our honorable judges who have judged the whole event with utmost prudence, diligence, and patience. May I request our honorable chief guest, Mrs. Neetu Arora, Chairperson, Family Welfare Organization, 21 Savelia, to kindly present a token of gratitude to our respected judges. First, I request Mr. Ravinder Kumar Sharma to receive the token of gratitude.
I now request Mr. Aditya Sulan to come on stage to receive the token of gratitude. I now request Mr. Ajay Verma to receive the token of gratitude. Thank you, ma'am, for doing the honor. Now, I request Principal Ma'am to present a token of gratitude to our chief guest, Mrs. Neetu Arora, Now, I request our honorable chief guest, Mrs. Neetu Arora, Chairperson, Family Welfare Organization, 21 Savelia, to share her valuable thoughts.
Then also a big round of applause to both the teams. One statement which I say, have you seen Rajiv Sardesai and Arnab Goswami, discussing on the national television? I think we have all witnessed their debate, isn't it? What is your view on that? Don't you think it's very rude and loud? And our debate, this ethics bowl was so dignified, so graceful, and this is what we want our future citizens and our future journalists to be. Not like them, but like what they say. So my compliments to each one of such a thought-provoking and impressive deliberation and the discussion on such important pertinent topic. I'm really impressed by all of you. You were I'm telling you, you were so very, uh, persuasive. You were so very cohesive. You were so very articulate in your thoughts, and the way you put your case was very, I got credit for. This ethics ball is also very close to my heart because in its inception stage, I was also part of that. When we decided to put ethics ball, I was also part of that. So I'm so very happy that it is growing great guns and children are performing very well. The standard each day is improving, and the way very when you put a case, you really need a lot of thinking and a lot of research, and this was clearly visible today. Your critical thinking was visible, your research was visible, and at the same time, the values, the ethics, why we are putting up this competition was also seen. That you are keeping the ethics in mind before speaking. You're keeping the dignity in mind before speaking. But my humble request is what you speak, you should also emulate and you should also follow. Speaking is very easy. Following is not so easy. You must follow what you preach. This is what we have been hearing and learning over the years, but with social media coming in and with so many peer pressure, we get into some wrong habits, knowing fully well that it is not very good. You know what, I feel, you must experience everything. It is not that you should not be experiencing going to gym and you must all experience the incident which was narrated here. Like you are a witness to a event, but you can't do anything. You are helpless. You have heard what the participants have said, but how many of us will follow? We should all follow. Experience, then you should know what is right and wrong, and follow the right path. Sir said, everything comes with hard work. Yes, everything comes with hard work. Today, when you're in class 9, 10, 11, 12, you will not realize. You will not realize, but later on, when you see others writing high, this is because they have worked hard. They have researched. And it's not that I want to become a doctor or I want to become a journalist or I want to do this high paying job. Every job will be high paying if you put your passion into it and make it successful. Anything. I remember I did 4-5 years back, I was taking class 9, taking the English class, and one boy came and he told me, ma'am, I'm very poor, I'm not technical savvy, I'm very poor at this. And this boy came and he told me, ma'am, I want to become a ethical hacker. Ethical hacker. For me, the word hacker I knew, and I knew the word ethical. But ethical hacker, I could not understand. That moment I did not say anything. I said, okay, good, beta, but do it diligently. I came at home and I started reading, and then later on I realized this boy was poor in his studies. He did not know anything. He was failing in every subject. But this boy said, I want to become an ethical hacker. The next day when I went to school, I told in front of the class, I said, Beta, I know you're not good in studies and you want to become an ethical hacker. You need to work hard. He said, ma'am, ये मेरा पैशन है और मैं करूँगा. I said, ठीक है. आप पास, but आप इतना करिएगा कि आप सब एग्जाम में सारे, आप मेरा एक बात मानिए, आप खाली सारे एग्जाम में सब सब्जेक्ट्स में आप पास हो जाओ. फिर एथिकल हैकर के लिए आपको जो करना होगा, we will support you. And this is what happened. And he's doing so well today. And he gives me a call. Very often he gives me a call and he tells me, my very communication skills are still not very good, but I'm a very good ethical hacker today. And I feel very proud because these things we really don't know. Like I'm a teacher, I'm a very, very, old school and old fashioned teacher. And people will say, "Ki, ma'am, after yehi pata, after but these things which are, these new occupations, new things which are coming, you can always get into it. But you need to work hard, you need to be passionate about everything, and if you have passion and hard work, everything can be possible. We talked about gymming. I think our old school yoga is much better. Some will say our old school yoga is much better, but I feel combination of both will do wonders. Combination of both will do wonders in everything. So don't have excess of everything. As students, experience everything. Work hard. Now, as these students are really interested in speaking. These students are really interested in debating. Must be very good in writing also. St. David mastered the art of journalism, of communication. So you can also do the same thing. I think you should also get motivated, and I would expect more students to participate and get involved in every competition which is conducted in the school. The more you participate, you can, all your mistakes can be forgiven. But when you grow old, your mistakes will never be forgiven. These days you can try, you can leave, you can make mistakes. These are the growing age. You can do everything. But later on, you will yourself feel very hesitant to try out new things. This is the time you must try, experience everything. The next time when we have this competition, I must come to know from the principal. Sorry, my throat is very bad and I'm having choked. I must hear from the principal that we had not many participants, and it took me some time to decide who is going to come here. So I really expect this from all of you. Now, I also would like to thank the judges. I think Sir said, some said it's very difficult, and Sir said it's very easy. Yes, it is both difficult and easy. To judge a competition is not very easy. So, I'd like to thank you for your valuable time and the knowledge which you have shared with the children. Mr. Aditya Sudan sir, respected Mr. Ravindra Sharma sir, and respected Mr. Ajay Verma sir, we are very grateful to you. You have taken a valuable time and you have shared your perspective about ethics board, and I'm sure the children would benefit from the pearls of wisdom. Lastly, I would also like to congratulate and express my gratitude to all the mentors, especially the teachers, the mentors who have guided our students so well for today's competition. And I continue to believe that you keep doing the good show and keep guiding the children so that we are proud of them one day. Lastly, I would also like to thank our principal ma'am. I think this entire competition, it's a 5-day event, it's a big event, and it went on so smoothly. It is all because of the principal ma'am's effort. I'd like to compliment her and congratulate her for the same. And thank you so much for being a patient listener with me. I hope you have listened, not heard. There's a difference between listening and hearing. Any one of you in the crowd who can tell me what is the difference between listening and hearing? Yes.
Just to listen the sound is hearing and to understand it is listening.
Yes, very good. So, I believe you have all listened to all your friends very intently and keenly, and I expect the same from all of you, not only few selected students. Thank you so much. And before I end, my very favorite lines I always speak, Robert Frost's line, woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mom, for enlightening us with your valuable thoughts. We assure you that we will leave no stone unturned and strive our best to reach the zenith of success. On behalf of principals, staff, and students of Army Public School Pathankot, I express my heartfelt thanks to our honorable chief guest, Mrs. Neetu Arora, Chairperson, Family Welfare Organization, 21 Superior. Our respected judges, Mr. Ravindra Kumar Sharma, retired District Education Officer, Mr. Ajay Verma, PGP English from Keshav Vidyalaya No. 2, Pathankot, and Mr. Aditya Subil, Advocate at District and Session Court, for sparing their valuable time and gracing the occasion. I also express my gratitude to the participants, their mentors, and other distinguished guests for their benign presence in today's event. Now, I request our honorable chief guest and our judges to please join us for the cover.
Betul.